Good evening, guys, and happy Monday to all of your sunshiny faces. I'm in the kitchen today because I'm going to share with you guys my little windowsill garden that I've got going on here. Already I am so surprised at how tall and how mature all these little plants are. I didn't even end up like starting these until I think it was last Tuesday, so it's not even entirely a week yet. But my mom sort of agreed to. The green onions sort of look like they're just about ready to go out into the garden. So I'll show you guys what they look like. So here they are, all of these ones. If you guys saw my video from last week, like these were all pretty much where that one was, which I totally thought that this one was either like a dud or like I cut it too short, because I've had that happen before where I've tried to start them, and because I think it's too short they don't wind up starting. So this one actually, though, you guys can see that little tiny itty bitty bit that's in there, that little speck of green is actually doing really well. And so I think that it is just about time that those other ones can be planted, but that one might need to wait a little bit longer. But you guys can see those green onions are doing so well already, so I've got a bunch of little green onions to go and plant outside. And then also too, you guys can see the celery has got actual little leaves on it already, which is so cute. And you guys can see too, like it's getting taller from that middle point. This one I think is going to take a little longer because like there is some little like what's it called, like roots sort of starting, but it's not really like, they're not anything like those, because normally that's how you kind of get them in the store anyway. That's why these don't take very long to grow. But as far as the you know, the celery goes, it takes a while to actually like root. And then also too, the romaine lettuce, which you guys can see on there too, like it has already started to and it's doing a lot better too. It's got these little things sort of like right on the sides, but also too a little bit in the center as well. So the other reason I think I need to get these outside is because when I staked them with the like through this part, that is how much they've grown already, because that was where I started them, because that's where I cut them off, and this part was actually like down below near where the roots are, and this is how far they've grown already. So I like this one's not even, doesn't even want to stay down there anymore. So that's why I need to bring them outside, because like you can see this one stayed in the like white part, but this has actually started growing through the green part, has moved up with it while it's been growing. So that's why I think that those are going to need to like I said, get out to the garden, and I'm probably going to actually need to plant them. That is one of those, like I said, the green onions are doing super well, and like I said, I was thinking like it was going to take a little bit longer, but honestly those other ones, the, like I said, the one that I think I cut a little too short, I'll probably have to wait a little longer with, but those other ones I think could probably go out there. And I was telling you guys too, I was like, it might honestly be a week by the time I get these in, and it pretty much has been. I can probably, like I said, get them in at some point, possibly this week or by the weekend or something. It was actually, I didn't get a chance to, I could have, but I didn't get a chance to really look through the garden outside today because it was raining earlier today. So I didn't need to go out there and water it, and I didn't wind up checking it at any point today. So I probably could have done that, but since I didn't need to water it, and like, I will be honest guys, we have had a very moderate summer so far. I feel like it hasn't been insanely hot. Like we did have that one like handful of days where it was like 100 degrees or whatever, and it was hot out, and that was like early on too, which was sort of weird. But then it hasn't, like we've had consistently, like today I think at some point it was like only like 73 degrees through like most of the day, or 75, and it wasn't until the end of the day actually it was supposed to get warmer. But I think that was because like it was all cloudy outside and raining and stuff like that, so that's why like most of the day today was actually pretty cool. And then by nighttime it's actually supposed to start warming up, and then it's supposed to be somewhat warm tomorrow, like 85, so it's almost gonna be like a 10-degree difference. But like it hasn't, we haven't, like I said, had a ridiculously like super hot, you know, or like, I don't know, it's just we've had a lot of very cool days where it is like 75 degrees outside, which is nice, especially when we have it on the weekends and we normally are outside doing our, you know, outside work and stuff like that. Has been really nice. But like I said, it's just been like, I don't know, one of those summers where it hasn't been all of too hot out. And other than those couple weeks where we had like no rain at all, lately we have actually been getting a good amount of rain, which I'm happy about. That means I don't have to go out and water everything so often. But yeah, so it didn't rain a ton today. I think we were supposed to get like 1 inch to 2 inches of water or something like that, but it didn't end up raining a whole ton. And so, but I'm saying that, and we might wind up with like where it's, you know, like 100 degrees through all of August, you know, and I'm like saying like, oh, we've had a pretty moderate summer, at least so far we have. But like I said, it's just, I think that's been pretty good for the garden too. Again, it's been tough because it hasn't been raining that often. Like again, we did have that portion of time where it wasn't raining all of that much, but again, we prepared for that with the what's it called, the mulch that we put in the garden beds, so they will, that will help to keep a lot of the you know, the moisture in the soil. So yeah, that's my update for you guys for today. Really is just what my garden looks like, because I'm super, like I said, excited that these can almost get planted already, you know, or at least pretty soon we can probably wind up planting them outside. Like I said, at least the green onions, which like I was telling you guys too, because like when I grew them before, this was a couple of years ago, I remember growing them in the windowsill, but I don't remember them like how fast they grew. And like I do know though that they were like up to like the top parts of like our, not top part of the window, but like the first at least like pane or second pane or something like that, they ended up going up to, like they ended up getting pretty tall. And then that's when it finally, I think, was warm out maybe, or summertime or something like that, that we could finally like plant them, or spring or whatever. And I did wind up cutting them a couple times though, but like I said, with these ones, I think that they'll probably be good pretty soon to get outside, which will be super cool, because they will hopefully, you know, I'm not saying like do better, but I'm just hoping that they'll wind up like taking off outside. And then on top of that too, because like I come to the kitchen, you know, I'm like washing my hands, making food, doing dishes, whatever, I see them all the time, so I'm like, oh yeah, like they've been growing pretty good. But like I was just editing the vlog, I think from last Tuesday, or maybe it was Wednesday or something like that, or maybe I was doing it yesterday, and I was like, I can't believe like that wasn't even a week ago, and look at how tall they are already. But like if I put them out in the garden, I don't see them for like 2 days, all of a sudden they like, you know, shoot up, and I'm not gonna even wind up like, you know, seeing them for like, again, a couple days, and then notice them, you know, getting super tall, and I'll be like, oh my goodness, you know. So yeah, anyways, I'm also happy too though that that one did wind up starting to like come up a little bit, just because like I said, I think maybe I cut it too short, and so like it took a while for like whatever the green part is inside to finally like come up or come through or whatever. But I think that that was the problem, because I do know that I had that happen with the ones that I had got before. Like I think it happened like once or twice, like with 1 or 2 of them that I did before as well. So, like I said, anyways, I'm super excited too. Like the celery has leaves on it already, which is so cool, because like that's how celery's like, you know, like celery is supposed to have leaves, like, you know, when you buy it from the store, like, and so, and it's got the actual like celery pieces on top of that too. That's why I'm so excited about that. And like those are just like coming up like right now. So and like I said, the romaine lettuce is actually taking a little bit longer, but it might be because too like the way that it was cut, but that might be because like the, you know, like it doesn't really have any roots. And the same with the celery, but it seems to, like I said, sort of be doing better. But I think the romaine like was cut like, you know, shorter, so it has to sort of like grow those roots or whatever, and that's why, like I said, starting them in water is really good. But I think that all of the like I said, the green onions so far, because they already had roots, that's why they're like growing super fast. So yeah, it's nice to know that really within a week you can pretty much start, like, you know, if you started you know, you chopped them off, and like I said, you don't cut them too short like I did with one of them, you can pretty much wind up getting them like within, you know, like start cutting them again within a week, which is, like I said, pretty cool. So anyways, we'll have to get those, like I said, planted very soon outside, but I thought I'd just share that with you guys for today because I realized I hadn't done a little windowsill gardening update in several days, and like I said, I didn't even realize how much they'd really grown up until I had just edited that vlog, like as I was either today or like I think I edited one on Saturday, so like I said, it was just recently that I ended up editing it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize how tall they are. You know, like, because I see them all the time and I'm like, oh look, they're growing. And so yeah, like already though, they're like a good, you know, maybe 2 inches already, some of them. So anyways, I will share with you guys probably an update when I actually finally go to plant them, how they do outside, all that kind of stuff. But it's gonna probably be a little while, I think, before I transplant the or, you know, plant the celery and romaine outside in the garden. Probably the romaine might take a little bit longer, but we'll see. So anyways, like I said, I thought I'd just share that with you guys for today. But if you guys did enjoy today's vlog, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see y'all very soon, training faces tomorrow. So bye guys.